Vishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanan Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasyata Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadara, Shivachadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
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 Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
So
Krishna,
we
Hare
will
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
start.
Rama, Rama.
Gopi,
Hare Krishna.
like I see, we should go non-stop on Hare Krishna, but we have to take class. Hare Krishna, whoever wants to read, and I think Prabhu never had chance to read, Murli Prabhu, so we will give chance to Prabhu. Prabhu, okay, does anyone know where did we leave? Okay, so nobody knows. Okay, Krishna very cruel and all, they have not done, so we'll read. Yes, finally I found. I think we did this, right? Yeah, we can, somebody start from here. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Murli Prabhu, you are not, so sorry. Aishi, if Murli Prabhu is there, we'll give it to him because I told him yesterday. Otherwise, you can start. He's not there. Yeah, please.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead, continue. Start here.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna, Mataji. In the Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter, the Lord states that one who is engaged in preaching Krishna consciousness is very dear to him. A preacher has to face many difficulties in his struggle to preach pure consciousness. Sometimes he has to suffer bodily injuries and sometimes he has to meet death also. All this is taken as a great austerity on behalf of Krishna. Krishna therefore has said that such a preacher is very, very dear to him. If Krishna's enemies can expect salvation simply by concentrating their minds on him, then what to speak of persons who are so dear to Krishna? The conclusion should be that the salvation of those who are engaged in preaching Krishna consciousness in the world is guaranteed in all circumstances. But such teachers never care for salvation because actually one who is engaged in Krishna consciousness, devotional service has already achieved salvation. Sukadeva Goswami therefore assured King Parikshit that he should always rest assured that one is attracted by Krishna attains liberation from material bondage because Krishna is the transcendental master of all mystic power. Mataji, should I continue next paragraph also?
Yeah, let's check. Yeah, just quickly, 1 second. I think a lot of them are there. So after that, second round we'll do. Yeah. Thank you so much, dear.
Yes.
Next is Lakshmi, next is Nigar, and who is this? I don't know. Last one. Okay. So Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter says that whoever is engaged in Krishna conscious preaching becomes very dear. And I recently wanted to tell you, many times we think Kirtan or Sankirtan means singing. No, anything spoken in favor of Krishna or glories of Krishna, pastimes of Krishna, all that comes under the Sankirtan or Kirtan. So what happens is preacher will have a lot of difficulties, right, to preach Krishna consciousness. Sometimes he will have bodily injury. We are seeing Jayapadika Maharaj going through a lot of things, right? Even literally death. And sometimes all this is taken as an austerity. Because all time, I think even when I know a lot of teachers, when they had COVID, they were literally struggling to even teach. They were coughing. So Krishna said that the preacher is very dear to him. If Krishna enemy can attain salvation, imagine Krishna people who are preaching for Krishna or who are speaking about Krishna. Now you will tell Mataji, where will I go to preach? So you are sitting on the other side and you will talk about preaching. Preaching doesn't mean you need to have 50 students or 100. Even if you are preaching to 1, 2, 3, or even to every person in the road, that is considered as preaching, right? So the conclusion should be that the salvation of those engaged in Krishna conscience in the world is guaranteed in all circumstances. But such preachers never care for salvation, because factually, one who is engaged in Krishna conscience. So basically, it's like the moment you start doing bhakti, they said that Mukti Devi, like complimentary ticket, right? You buy a car, you get keychain free, right? So you don't go and ask, okay, can I have a keychain, because it comes free. Likewise, Mukti Devi will come and stand at your doorstep. This one is known, and so Bilvamangala Thakur has said, even if Mukti Devi is coming and calling me with folded hands, I do not want all that. I want only Krishna Seva. So clearly she is saying. So Sukadev is saying in Parishad that you should be rest assured that one who is attracted to Krishna is always liberated. So when we see that, so there will be a lot of us who come here who will be very distracted with so many things, with good, bad. Some person could be more attractive, some distractions could be there, age factor could be disturbing you, or it could be both ways. Age is factor disturbs. 16 years also age is confusing, 40 years also age is, right? The difference is it's called teenage, adolescence. 40 years it's called midlife crisis. Only English gives different names, but otherwise it's the same tension for everybody, girl or boy. So thinking of Krishna and being attracted by Krishna is the best thing, right? And that will give a lot of liberation, because Krishna itself is the master of mystic power. So anything which is disturbing your mind, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, Krishna actually wipes, right? So that's the beauty. Yeah. Yes, Ma, you can read this next.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. When all the
Actually, somebody else. Actually, hold on.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, I think we'll take a round. I think a lot of them wanted to read. Last you come, if that's okay with you. Thank you, dear. Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Prasad, I already announced. And Snigdha and all that. And last you come back again. Thanks, dear. Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. When all the gopis assembled, as described before Krishna, he began to speak to them, welcoming them as well as discouraging them by word jugglery. Krishna is the supreme speaker. He is the speaker of the Bhagavad Gita. He can speak on the highest elevated subjects of philosophy, politics, economics, everything. And he also spoke before the gopis, who were so dear to him. He wanted to enchant them by word jugglery, and thus he began to speak as follows. O ladies of Vrindavana, Krishna said, you are very fortunate and you are very dear to me. I am very much pleased that you have come here, and I hope everything is well in Vrindavana. Now please order me. What can I do for you? What is the purpose of your coming here in the dead of night? Kindly take your seats and let me know what I can do for you.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. Thank you so much, Ma. So gopis are assembling, and Krishna now, as if he's welcoming them, right? See, he'll do things. He will encourage, at the same time he'll discourage. That's the beauty. Obviously, Bhagavad Gita he spoke, right? He's the highest. He spoke everything. He spoke philosophy. That is why it's called Rajavidya, right? And it's a secret book. Is there any subject in the entire studies which you have done, whereas a teacher come and told you that this book alone you study pakka, no need to study any book? Did you all ever come across such a book?
No, Mataji.
No, right? No teacher. Teacher will tell, refer this book, refer that book, or she will tell, this much you study, that is enough. But she doesn't say this is your ultimate thing, right? So that is why it is said in 9.2, Raja Vidya Raja Guyam, Pavitram idam uttamam, Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmam, Susukam Kartum Avyayam Guyam. Of all the things, this is the most elevated one. So what he does, he's now starting to speak. He's telling, oh, gopis of Vrindavan, ladies, right? He says that you're very fortunate and you're very dear to me. I'm pleased that you have come. I hope everything is fine. Tell me now what you want me to do. I will do. What can I do for you? Like very nice and cute, right? And the purpose of you coming here in the dead night, please take your seat and let me know what I can do for you. Like so polite, like a gentleman is starting the topic as if he's not aware. So now why the gopis have come is going to unwind. Yeah. Who next? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
The gopis had come to Krishna to enjoy his company, to dance with him, embrace him, and kiss him. And when Krishna began to receive them very officially, showing all kinds of etiquette, they were surprised. He was treating them like ordinary society women. Therefore, they began to smile among themselves. And though they very eagerly listened to Krishna talk in that way, they were surprised. Then Krishna began to instruct them. My dear friends, you must know that it is now the dead of night and the forest is very dangerous. At this time, all the ferocious jungle animals, the tiger, bear, jackals, and wolves are prowling in the forest. Therefore, it is very dangerous for you. You cannot select a secure place now. Everywhere you go, you will find that all these animals are loitering to find their prey. I think, therefore, that you are taking a great risk in coming here in the dead of night. Please turn back immediately without delay. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you so much. So basically, they found it strange, at the same time nice. Like, it's nice that Krishna is telling, hello, how are you? But sometimes you just imagine you're going to a friend's place, right? What would you expect your friend to tell? Hey, come here, sit down here, just go drink. Would you prefer that hotel? Excuse me, madam, please take your seat. Would you like to have a cup of a cup of tea? What would you like? A very formal, etiquette way of talking, or a very casual conversation?
Casual.
Casual.
Right? Because when she treats you formally, you feel uncomfortable. You start thinking, what is wrong with her? Oh, is she showing distance, right? Because that is very important. So Krishna is telling, my dear friends, it's a dead of night. It's very dangerous. A lot of animals are there. They're going to eat you alive. It's dangerous for you. You cannot come to such secluded place. All this sounds nice. But for the gopis, they know that he's the one who's called, right? So he's telling, go back. Go back. Now, gopis are so upset because they feel it's nice because they've come to embrace him, kiss him, and all that they want to do. But with this kind of a thing, they are very disturbed. Why is he behaving in a very formal way? So that we can see. Yeah. So let's continue. Very beautiful chapter. Yeah, please.
Shall I continue, Mataji?
Yes, dear. Go ahead. No, not continue. All new people next time.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
I'm new, Mataji. I'm Pravina.
Yeah. You said
I haven't
continue.
read so far. Yes. When he saw that they continued to smile, he said, I very much appreciate your bodily features. All of you have nice, very thin waists. All of the gopis there were exquisitely beautiful. They are described by the word sumadhyama. The standard of beauty of a woman is said to be sumadhyama when the middle portion of the body is slender. Krishna wanted to impress on them that they were not old enough to take care of themselves. Actually, they required protection. It was not very wise for them to come in the dead of the night to Krishna. Krishna also indicated that he was young and that they were young girls. It does not look very well for young girls and boys to remain together in the dead of the night. After hearing this advice, the gopis did not seem very happy. Therefore, Krishna began to stress the point in a different way. My dear friends, I can understand that you have, shall I finish this paragraph, Mataji?
Yeah, finish that para.
That you have left your homes without the permission of your guardians. Therefore, I think your mothers, your fathers, your elder brothers, and even your sons, and what to speak of your husbands, must be very anxious to find you. As long as you are here, they must be searching in different places, and their minds must be very agitated. So don't tarry. Please go back and make them peaceful. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Very beautiful, lovely reading. Thank you so much. So basically, Sumadhyama, Madhyama means middle. Sumadhyama means very beautifully slender in the middle. That's how women are supposed to be. But unfortunately, we all sit so much that we are now always looking like pregnant women, right? Many times and even if we are very thin, we do not have so much work, we do not have exercise, a lot of stress, and it's like eternally pregnant. In fact, I think I have like 2-3 times made a mistake of calling 2-3 women thinking they are pregnant. I've also offered them chair telling, are you okay? And then I realized, oh, they are like eternally, giving that feel. So that is basically opposite of, so I would say Asumadhyama. I'm assuming that would be. So now coming back, Krishna is telling that you kids are very young and it won't be nice because you're not capable of taking care of yourself. And he also says that you're young, I am young, it's not right for us to live or stay, especially in the dearth of night. So Krishna is conveying a point, right? So he's telling that it is not advisable for men and women to associate themselves together in the dearth of night. That is also bad. Yes, so let's continue and see what it is. Hopefully, let's finish. Can we finish? No, I don't think we can finish.
Yes, Mataji.
We'll try anyways, sure. Yeah, please go ahead, Ma. Who next?
Me, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, sure. Hare Krishna. And anybody who would like to read, keep your hands, whoever has not read will read the next para. Yeah, go ahead, Ma.
When the gopis appeared to be a little bit disturbed and angry from hearing the free advice of Krishna, they diverted their attention to looking the beauty of the forest. At that time, the whole forest was illuminated by the bright shining of the moon, and the air was blowing very silently over the blooming flowers. And the green leaves of the trees were moving in the breeze. Krishna took the opportunity of their looking at the forest to advise them. I think you have come to see the beautiful Vrindavana forest on this night, he said, but you must now be satisfied, so return to your homes without delay. I understand that you are all very chaste women, so now that you have seen the beautiful atmosphere of the Vrindavana forest, please return home and engage in the faithful service of your respective husbands. Some of you must have babies by this time. Although you are very young, you must have left your small babies at home, and they must be crying. Please immediately go back home and just feed them with your breast milk. I can also understand that you have very great affection for me, and out of that transcendental affection, you have come here. Hearing my playing on the flute, your feelings of love and affection for me are very appropriate because I'm the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All living creatures are my parts and parcels, and naturally they are affectionate to me. So this affection for me is very welcome, and I congratulate you for this. Now you can go back to your homes. Another thing I must explain to you is that for a chaste woman, service to the husband without duplicity is the best religious principle. Not only should a woman be faithful and chaste to her husband, but she should be affectionate to the friends of her husband, obedient to the father, and must take care of her children. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. Thank you so much. So, no, ma'am, I don't like Mataji, the face. That is because you have certain expectation and it's not meeting your expectation. You want either a fair skin, or you want a big eye, or you want a curly hair, or you want a very aligned teeth. So you're not happy. But otherwise, by yourself, if I tell, okay, no problem, will you send your sister for a day? You will tell yes. Can you cut your finger for a day? No. Nail itself, I'm finding it difficult to cut. Forget about finger. Right? That's the kind of mentality we will have. So we are telling that he says that you're part and parcel. And by this affection for me, I am congratulating you. Please go back home because you have to serve your husband without, and that's the greatest of thing. Now, only a wife, should. So basically, she says, not only should the wife be affectionate to the husband, but also to the friends of her husband and obedient to the father, mother. So basically, everybody around. She says affectionate to the younger brother of the husband. So basically, the entire parivar, right, family, it should be there, and she should, of all important thing, take care of the children. So there was a time when somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, what should we do? When she was telling that, when she's a initiated devotee, she said that, I have a small child, and each time the child passes stool, you have to bathe, take bath, and come and then take care of the chanting. I'm barely able to do. Prabhupada said, your duty is as a mother. Do that first, and then you can think. Now, this doesn't mean that we will not do parodharma. It is just a little alteration here and there which can be done. Okay. Anybody who is not read at all, or all have read? If we all have read, we will stop here. All have read? Okay. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyuscha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha anantakoti vaishnav vijay Srila Prabhupada vijay Namacharya Haridas Thakur vijay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Any other doubts?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. You were supposed to share a story today.
I think I told the story, of, did I not tell Gita story? Chapter 3, I did.
Mataji.
I told yesterday.
Yes, Mataji.
So next week, I will tell you a story of Gita, Bhagavad Gita 4. Chapter glory. I think Monday is Ganesha Chaturthi. I think you'll have function, no, all of you all?
Yes, Mataji. Saraswati Puja.
But
Saraswati Puja or Ganesha Puja?
Ganesh Puja is on
Saraswati, somebody.
And
Vishwakarma Puja.
Hartalika Puja is on 18th.
Okay, Monday is what?
Hartalika Teej.
Okay, for South, I think it's Ganesha Puja, and Tuesday is?
Tuesday is Ganesh Puja, Ganesh Papna.
Okay, I will drop a message. We will take a call because for us South, it's all Monday. That is why.
Okay, because Mataji, it's starting, the Chaturthi is starting in the afternoon, Mataji. I just checked.
Oh, acha, okay.
So either it should be installed in the evening or it should be 19th morning. So I am thinking on 19th morning because we
Okay.
prefer new new day.
Okay, I'm not very sure on which day it falls. But South, I know they've told on Monday. But installing, they are doing actually on the 19th is Tuesday, right? Yeah, 20th is Wednesday. 20th is when they're doing.
Yes.
So, thank you so much. And with this, we'll end the class. If there are no doubts, Pravina Mataji, I made you the host, but I request you to stop the live. Because
Okay,
we
ma'am.
host.
Yes,
Hello,
Remote-
ma'am.
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Mataji.